story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry. Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan.
Coming to you from Montego Bay.
Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! Cross!
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan.
Coming to you from Montego Bay.
Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! Cross!
Hi, Andy. How are you?
It's actually very frightening, to be quite honest, especially when you hear your own voice.
Yeah.
You're like, me never said that.
Exactly.
Me never even sit down for do that. So then you see your own face with your own voice.
Or if you see somebody come like this, and then it's somebody else, and then it's somebody else.
I just saw that yesterday.
And I thought, this opens up an interesting conversation.
It so does.
Because, I mean, it's not... because guess what? Him now do the voice, but somebody else next week is going to do the voice.
And the thing is, I guess once you put your... Hold on. Hi, morning. How you doing?
Hi, morning,
Right.
Sunrisers.
So nice
lovely to have you. Right. Morning, social media.
But yeah,
Right.
so you know,
Yeah.
when he's in the, so what we're referring to is a video of a particular, I guess a content creator. But more than one persons have done it now.
Yeah.
Where you see them in the bottom of the video or somewhere in the
Commenting
video.
on-
In like, you know PIP, you remember the PIP feature on your TV? It's like a PIP, right? So it's
Right.
picture in picture.
Right.
And then they are talking and making certain gesticulations, and then the image changes behind them to be someone else who is not them, but the voice is still saying what they're saying. But the images that change are actually people who are very recognizable, like public figures.
Right.
But without that image in the lower corner, you don't
really
realize
don't know
it's not this person.
Right.
So there are many noteworthy figures have been used now.
Increasingly, persons are going to be able to say, is that person? Like, you have to question what you're seeing.
Everything now.
I question everything. And so when people are saying, yeah, but we saw it on the video, I'm like, are you sure that you saw it on, are you sure?
Let's add another one that actually went viral yesterday. Obviously, we had a conversation about the Super Bowl. There was a video that went viral, a photo rather, that went viral yesterday of Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian exchanging a kiss.
Yeah.
It's AI, it's not real.
Because I saw it and I was like, Lewis Hamilton and Kim. I was,
They were seated beside each other,
right?
But they did not exchange a kiss.
But I saw him like a picture with him like on her chest.
That was also AI. And you know, the only reason I know that they're AI is because in going under, enough people now will say, at Grok, is this real? At Grok, is this so and so? And that's the only reason I actually knew that the images are AI. No, I just saw it
and I was just like, okay, another one bites the dust, and I just scrolled.
Because...
Yeah, because I was like, I just became, I'm like, all right.
But now we have to start questioning everything that we see, and not just images, video as well. It's concerning.
And I remember a few years ago, a colleague of mine at work, her Instagram page was hacked, and then there were all sorts of images of her promoting a particular product.
Yes.
Right? And I remember because I was like, this video, the moment I saw it, I'm like, Lord, she looked horribly. I'm like, this is off, right? And I knew it wasn't her. But I've always said, at any given time when you're watching this stuff, this is as bad as it will ever be. Meaning it's only going to get better.
Right.
Yeah.
Meaning not in the favorable.
Yeah, no.
The quality is going to improve.
They're only going to get better at it.
Harder to disprove.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is why I said a part of the education system needs to be focused on teaching children when they're being scammed.
I also think that legislation needs to be passed that any image or video that is AI has to be watermarked, and the watermark cannot be removed. I genuinely think that needs to happen. And the watermark doesn't necessarily have to be placed center of the image. No, to the side, to a corner, something. But I believe it should be legislated that no artificially generated image should be allowed to exist in the space without watermarking. It's very concerning.
So, I mean, I know at present, for instance, Samsung, if you use the AI features to change something in the picture, so like, for instance, people will say, oh, AI you use create that picture there. I'm like, no, I used AI to remove somebody out of the picture, right? Or there was something on the ground and I edited it. And there's the AI thing, but you can take it out.
Right.
You can take it. You can use AI to edit it out.
Look here, speaking of taking out, you know what nearly took me out? Did you guys feel an earthquake this morning?
I did.
Can we talk about how I actually thought I was having an out-of-body experience? Because I'm in my bed and I just go in my bed. And I literally opened my eyes looking for my children. Because I thought one of my children must be trying to either climb in my bed or wake me or something. And I saw no children. So out loud I went, is he? Me not hear nothing. So I said, I must have been dreaming. I go back to my bed and I'm like, the dream can't be that vivid. Like I felt my body shaking, only to take up my phone to read the run this morning. We had a proper earthquake. I eventually went back to sleep, so I didn't remember about it until I got here. But I was like, oh, another one. DJ Khaled voice. We had a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in about the 3:30 bells. Somewhere there this morning. 3:18. Thank you to our producer, Shanna. Hello, is it me or are the earthquakes feeling a little bit more frequent?
You know, I always, especially as a geography student, we used to joke and say that January is earthquake season, which is funny because it's Earthquake Awareness Month and it happens
really?
And there have been major earthquakes in Jamaica in January. So like in January, in the beginning of the year, I always expect earthquakes.
Really?
Even though they say there is no season. But I mean, jokingly we say January is Earthquake Awareness season.
And what is so funny is I would expect that it would be more toward the summer because of the... But then we're in February, so January no lock off. What we're going to call?
The
plates, the tectonic plates.
The tectonic plates are not sure what month it is, you know. But I mean,
So you know the rumor mill is like a buzz. The rumor mill is a buzz, and people are speculating that they wonder if there is a bit of activity happening offshores that could be causing a little bit of activity.
Oh.
Have y'all heard that?
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, but they must say because people are searching for things, it could have caused little disruption. Dun dun dun.
I'm not buying that one.
I think we should bring someone on to have the conversation.
I'm not buying that one. Yeah, I think we could talk to the folks at Department of Geology.
I think we should.
At the University of the West Indies. His name slips me. There's a particular lecturer there who, after the last major earthquake, you know, he was in high demand in terms of the news and conversation circuit.
He's also the person we had the conversation with when we were talking about up in Jacks Hill and the fault line that runs through there.
But we do know
so
that, I mean, Jamaica sits at the top of the Caribbean plate, which is at a transform plate margin with the North American plate. And so the plates are going like this. So every now and again, you're going to feel that that rubbing, you know, that shimmying. If you notice, we felt the epicenter was out like north towards Cuba.
Yes.
We felt one before when the epicenter was north, like out at sea towards Haiti down rep. So, I don't know where the epicenter of that one. We'll soon see.
I would love to have the conversation. I'm actually fascinated by it.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I love a rabbit hole. Open, let's jump in.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. You might never come back. You know whose birthday it is today? My brother's.
Oh.
It's my brother, the brother who precedes me. I have two older brothers.
Yes.
So my parents went girl, boy, 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 girl, girl.
Nice.
And so my brother Lucien, who precedes me, that's him and I.
Which one is, who?
He's taller than me.
Okay.
Yeah, but when we were like little, people used to think we were twins.
I mean,
but then if you know like the family features, you know we don't look that much alike because I look more like mom, he looks more like dad. But yeah, I was at university at that time. I think that was at the end of a university singers concert. And of course, that's today. The other day. So big up to a great big brother, just a great person.
Lovely.
You know, I wish, in terms of as a nice person, you know how people say, yo, that guy that bad minded, he's the, whatever bad mind is, he's the opposite of bad mind. Like if him get a shoes, him want him a pressure, yo, you need to get that shoes there. If him get a new car, he must say, him want you to get a new, you know?
That's lovely.
I'm like, it's okay, I don't want the shoes. Like, I tell him, I'm good. Like, he wants the best for everybody.
Birthday blessings, yeah? Lucien.
He's nicest guy in the world.
Lucien, would you like another sister? I'm up for
another sister?
You guys can adopt me into the Brooks family.
Yeah, man, he's great.
Take the shoes.
No, hold on, no. And he's good for it. He's going to let him reach out to. He's great though. He's great. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Coming from all of us, coming from mom, coming from your wife and your son as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
Definitely.
You know who we do need to shout out as well is Karen Booker, the design diva.
Yes.
Obviously. She is responsible for our Set All Reggae Month. Actually, she's been doing our set for a little bit now.
Yeah,
her Christmas set was lovely.
Set. Yeah.
And obviously, she's now doing our Reggae Month set.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to her. She's at Karen Design Diva Booker with a Z. And you can also contact her at 876-421
6298.
98.
All right.
Okay, we're closer and closer, inching close. Can I borrow your glasses?
Sure. Go ahead. Look out at the top part. Yeah?
The top? That's what you call a bifocal?
No, it's transitions.
Oh, transitions. Oh, well, then, there's nothing in this room. Is anybody in there? Dennis, you can't see anything without your glasses.
No, not even squinting.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, child. All right, so to my amazing sunrisers, it's time for your Tuesday morning pocket of sunrise. So here you go, check it out.
Yes, to living the life you love with your family with health and life insurance from Sagicor Life. The time by Sagicor Life is 6:15.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous combo for just $640. KFC.
Employers, once a month, you have the power to shape Jamaica's future. By paying your hard 3% contribution, you're not just contributing, you're investing in people, in skills, in our economy. Your hard contribution trains working-age Jamaicans, aligns programs with workforce needs, and secures our future. That's not just contribution, it's transformation. Contribute to heart and to your future.
Welcome to Watagwan. Now, Watagwan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching Watagwan.
Watagwan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
Watagwan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
Watagwan! Watagwan! Cross!
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
18 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. Thank you for choosing Sunrise with the Funrise. Good morning to you. I'm Dennis Brooks. This is Yendi Phillips. And guess what? It is now time for the headlines with your girl, the Rose of Sharon, the Lily of the Valley, the bright morning star of Jamaican theater.
Ooh.
She is T to the K Dawkins.
Okay.
Good morning.
The morning star of
You're looking
Jamaican
rosy.
theatre. I love that.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning,
Eh?
Rose Lily.
How much people in Jamaican theatre are starring up morning TV?
You know what? I'll take it.
You're
I'll
a
take
morning
it.
star, literally.
Although, to be fair, good morning,
Everybody else
Delia
in theatre
Harris.
is
You
gone
as
to their
well.
bed.
To be fair.
No, true. All right.
morning, Delia.
Morning, Delia.
But good morning, my peoples. It's
Morning,
so good.
Mrs. Harris, as well.
Not just me.
Yes,
We have
that is true.
Our
Morning,
friend over
Delia.
at Delia also as well. So good morning, girl. Anyway, how are you guys? And I look nice here.
Thank you.
I like how the red just pick up the specks and red and then the
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it?
and then the brown against the skin is
Yeah,
popped.
yeah.
cute.
Trying to do the
Come
thing.
on,
Trying to
man,
do the
I'm
thing.
Dennis
Go
is
on.
in
Morning,
a very
Chris.
Valentine's mood.
He
Very
is
from
for
yesterday,
the
you
whole
know.
week.
You and Chris planned. This week is a red week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Love out, you know.
Okay, which is right.
Good
is
morning,
right.
Mrs. Brooks.
Morning.
Oh, did you? Dennis.
What?
He
Is
just
he
gave,
blushing?
yes, he
Yes.
just gave that
Did
chuckle. You did that.
Did I?
Again?
Let me save you, Dennis. Let me save you. I'll run in. Let's go to the headlines.
Run in, please.
Ready? Are you sure? You with us? All right, let's do it. Let's up. First up, serious. Classroom.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Down. 11 car dealers declare $4 billion after guilty pleas. 11 used car dealer companies that previously declared no income have since reported more than $4 billion in pre-tax earnings after pleading guilty to income tax offenses. This according to the Tax Administration of Jamaica, TAJ. The companies were found to have filed false returns despite importing and selling hundreds of vehicles between 2020 and 2023. The matters were prosecuted in parish courts across several parishes, and all 11 companies pled guilty, resulting in combined fines of $12.25 million. The investigations were carried out by TAJ's Intelligence Investigation and Enforcement Unit with legal support from the Criminal Litigation Unit under Section 99(1) of the Income Tax Act. With the income tax filing deadline approaching, TAJ warned that deliberately failing to declare correct income is a serious offense and encourages taxpayers to promptly correct any errors or omissions and seek assistance to remain compliant.
So, is it that they have to pay the fine and
on top of the back tax?
The taxes, okay, right. Well, I think it's a win for the tax administration of Jamaica, especially at this time.
Yeah.
I think the story comes at the right time because it comes at a time when they're encouraging compliance. So people are going to say, hey, and also it conveniently or strategically highlights the intelligence and investigation unit, which demonstrates that they have the capacity to find persons who are in breach. Because people are like, yeah, they'll never know. Nah, they'll never know. Actually, so this now says, actually, they have a unit that's doing this. And so this is useful public education, in my opinion. But I mean, give unto Caesar what is due to Caesar. You know, everybody else have to pay them taxes. And so, I mean, the 4 billion, when you divide it amongst the 11, I mean, it might not be massive on any one's part, but to declare zero when you've been doing maybe pretty good for yourself is problematic.
And let's also, let's speak to the fact that I agree with Dennis that obviously there's an intelligence unit that works and does its job, and Jamaica of past is not what is happening currently. We've moved into a space where we're much more, the machine is well oiled.
Yes.
So things are in place that allows for things to operate at its optimum. But let us also just talk about why taxes even happen. And if you think about people, you know, the evasion of taxes, I'm using the word evade on purpose.
Yes.
The evasion of taxes, while I understand that it feels as though it's a win for you because you don't want to pay out, and sometimes it feels really like a punch in the gut to have to pay taxes, but the taxes really allow our overall operation to happen at an optimum. So it's the garbage collection, it is our teachers, it's our police force, it's our nurses, it's our healthcare in general. It is the education tax that goes into the majority of our education, which is we have primarily government education in Jamaica. We don't have a thing where private education outnumbers government education, no. And so I think we have to look at it as less as, boy, I'm not pay the tax here because the government rule, and more as, if I pour into this pot and if I pour into this system, it allows the system to operate optimally for everyone. It's supposed to.
I think it's a matter of trust. My head is tilted because it's also a matter of trust, because it's a matter of trusting that same system that you are pouring into. Over the years, there have been cases where people have been left wanting in trust.
Of course,
generally
because
speaking.
we have individuals who have lined their pockets. Let's call the spade the spade.
But the answer to corruption can't be more corruption.
Correct.
Right? And here's the thing. If the government can't rely on its ability, because we always say the government needs to improve its capacity to collect the taxes that are out there. And we always say, there's how much $1 billion in taxes that's out there. Okay, 4 billion is a lot.
It's a lot of money.
You know? But here's the thing. You see, PAYE, the people who the taxes pull out before they get their money.
Yeah.
Those are the people who have to carry an undue burden for everybody else, which is why I always point out around, like, when you hear budget I read and them something, I'm like, PAYE people need a break. Because it's a PAY, and that is why when you hear about raising the tax threshold, man, I prefer you putting some more tax on everything else and stop taking it out of my pay. I will decide what I want to pay the tax. Put it on gas and all of these things, and less out of my pay so that it's more discretionary. You understand? But when the government is unable to collect from those spaces, what they will invariably do is collect from where it is sure to collect.
Exactly.
Because in designing taxes, you design taxes that are collectible, that are easy to collect.
Yeah.
And that invariably
is the easiest.
And then what happens in tandem with that too is that the powers that be put in place regulatory bodies that audit and make sure that the thing is done in a transparent and proper way so that there's less distrust. So you more say, all right, the taxes are being collected the way they should be collected, but we know that the monies are being used the way they ought to be used because the auditors are there on top of every single department. So no catch can't drop. So it has to be, everything has to work in tandem.
And to that point then, we need to appreciate that we are living in a Jamaica where you hear, 100 new bus buy, and we never took a loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, or we never took a loan from the IMF to go and build this facility, and we never took a loan from we're funding
our livelihoods.
Yes, we're funding ourselves. So increasingly
improving quality of life.
This issue of trust, that's an argument, that's a cop-out to me, because we are increasingly seeing what our tax dollars are going towards.
You know what it is, before we go, because I would love for us to get to the next headline, but before we do that, I think it also depends on your experience and what it is that you utilize, because one person saying, but look at the buses, is another person's, I've been in a situation where I've had no water for a decade, or I've had these terrible roads where we literally can't drive a vehicle on it, and it has never been fixed. So, there's
and
always
you've also
issues
driven on the new stretch of the highway that was built without taking out a loan.
Facts, but I've also driven on the road. So what I'm saying,
I heard you have more news.
Yes, you know what? You're right. Let's do it. Let's go to the next headline before I get more shouts in my ear. Next headline. Shanna, I'm coming. All right. Cuba fuel shortage grounds Air Canada flights. So Air Canada has suspended flights to Cuba, citing a shortage of aviation fuel on the island. Canada's largest airline said the move follows an announcement by the Cuban government that aviation fuel will not be available at Cuban airports beginning today. The fuel shortage comes amid Cuba's worsening energy crisis, which has been intensified by a U.S. blockade of oil supplies to the Caribbean nation. Air Canada says it will repatriate approximately 3,000 customers currently in Cuba over the coming days and will continue to monitor the situation to determine when service can safely resume. So a little touch of what's happening next door.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keeping you in the loop, because this is headlines after all.
Hey, I think we all need to be kept in the loop, and we all need to be very aware of exactly what's happening around us, especially within close proximity geographically. We have to be paying attention. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have in the headlines. Ugh, darn it. But coming up next, it's time to say, well, yes, to choosing to seek help when we need it. Very important conversation coming up after the break. So please stay with us right here on Sunrise.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments, Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
We are proud to supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
It's 8 a.m. and Mr. Thompson can't find chalk. Or his dignity. Is white squalid? Meanwhile, on site, error, a mash-up concrete. Or so it seems. Wait, I can't embellish that. It's almost that time for Ashley's belly to plop out. Get creative with your hunger. Solve it with Mothers.
Mommy, ice cream.
Even the little ones get hungry too. Mothers, all day delicious. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! Cross!
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! Cross!
All right, welcome back to Sunrise. So Valentine's season celebrates love, but let's be real, right? Not every love story has a sweet ending. Breakups, tension, and unmet expectations can weigh heavily on the mind and on the heart. Well, this morning on Well, Yes, we're talking about what happens when love goes sour, how relationship stress affects mental health, and when emotional pain is a sign that it's time to reach out for support. Joining us is Chief Executive Officer of Bellevue Hospital, Suzette Camille Buchanan, who's been working fervently to change how we see mental health care right here in Jamaica. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
It's great to have you.
Thank you
Well,
for
Did
that.
you ride in on your bike?
Yes, I rode in on my bike and just came to the back, coming to the studio.
Oh, that's why you tell the people there.
You know, when we talk about emotional pain, is emotional pain, is psychological pain in your mind and your experience, your work, is it real pain?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, physical, emotional pain should be treated the same as physical pain. As a matter of fact, there is a condition that is called heartbreak syndrome. Yeah, where intense stress or, you know, severe trauma cause it leads to that. Of course, that can be addressed with care. So it's pain, heartbreak is tough. It's something that once you are heartbroken, it can lead to depressive disorder. It can lead to anxiety. It can lead to you neglecting yourself. And as a result of that, some persons, for example, somebody that is hypertensive and on their medication, and stop taking their medication, and you hear them get a stroke. So it is extremely serious. And as Jamaicans, we ought to pay attention to it and not ridicule others when they are going through it. We have to be more sensitive.
It's funny that you mentioned not ridiculing others. What are some of the signs? Because it's one thing if you know, all right, me know, say, Dennis and Camille break up. I say, oh gosh, boy, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But what do I observe in Dennis or a Camille to say, they're not themselves. I think they need more support than just a check-in.
Use Camille because I've been heartbroken recently. I've seen what Brian has done to me. I don't know if you watch the skit, but if you haven't seen it, you know, I had to take some rock stone and fling after him, which is not the way to go. But what you can look, you become withdrawn. That is first. You become sad. You say things like you're not coping. You know, I feel stress. You start carry yourself differently. If you used to spruce up and dress up like Miss Jamaica and Mr. Jamaica, you start dress up like something else. You start on, and so these are the things that and speak just expressing talks of doom. You know, oh boy. No, I'm going to see tomorrow. Jesus, look out, boy. May I tell you some stress? My body just hurt me. Boy, I feel a piece of pain in my heart. People always laugh at these things. I've seen it, but it is serious. So these are some of the signs. Individuals become withdrawn and they just start carry themselves differently. So that's something that you need to... Yeah, you just don't care about, I mean, I remember with my own personal experience and in my conversations, I like to talk about my experience. At one point, I was heartbroken. And I remember sitting at a window. I was saying to somebody that I sat at a window and I was deaf, dumb, and blind. I couldn't hear nothing and I couldn't see anything. And I sat at that window for that entire day. So, and I knew at that point that was a mental breakdown.
Tell me something, because as CEO of Bellevue Hospital, you see an underbelly of the society that most people don't see. It's like when you're at a hospital, you realize when you're in A&E that there's things going on in the environment that maybe you as an individual, you're looking at it from an individual perspective, but when you see it all, it's completely different. What are some of the things that you're maybe seeing from a Bellevue perspective that are making you say something is going on?
You know, one of the most interesting things that I observed when I joined the hospital would have been 3.5 years ago, is just how many persons were there. Their mental health condition started with depressive disorder and anxiety, which came from a breakup. We have 400 social cases. We have a total of 500 patients at the Bellevue Hospital. And I interact with them on a daily basis. And when you talk to them, there was this particular gentleman that told you, he's now deceased, that it's heartbreak that brought him to the Bellevue Hospital. And there are women that will tell you the same thing. Say, I was married for how much years, and all of a sudden my husband just walked in with a younger woman, and this is the situation. And it started with me being depressed, being absent from work. I lost my job, and then it just got worse. And one of the things that we have to understand, Dennis, is that we must, I have been saying it on every platform possible, focus on your mental health and do not layer one trauma onto the other. Because what started as depressive disorder and anxiety later on became bipolar disorder, borderline schizophrenia. The same thing applies to those who are living with any other condition. It applies to mental health. Early detection is important. So you keep layering one trauma onto the other. So it might have started, once there's a breakup, what evidently comes from a breakup is anxiety and depressive disorder. That's where it actually starts. But it goes untreated. And in Jamaica, we think we can pray it off or it will eventually go away. That's not the reality. And that is when you leave it untreated and it becomes more severe and advanced mental health conditions, and you might wind up in Bellevue and you might not bounce back.
But let's talk about the left untreated, because I'm of the opinion that a big reason why these things are still left untreated is because of the stigma attached.
Absolutely.
What do we do? What do we do to let people know in the same way, if your head a hurt you, you go doctor. Your leg a pain you, you go doctor. Your throat a bother you, you go doctor. My mind is literally not my own.
Yeah.
What do we do to say to people, if you do not feel mentally well, go to the doctor? What do we do?
Normalizing it. Start having more conversations about it. What you're doing now, you're starting the conversation on a national platform. And that's very, very important. So you are playing your role by having this conversation. We need to talk about it. And as you have said, Yendi, living with a mental health condition is like living with any illness. It's like diabetes, it's like hypertension, which is controlled with medication. So begin to have conversation. I think it should be included in the curriculum at school. We ought to pass these tests because life is going to throw tests at you, and you'll have to pass them as you go through life. So that's one approach to it. But most importantly, I like to say to people, do your mental health checks with your family. You have young children, your husband at the dinner table. Sit and have conversation and incorporate it as a part of the other screenings that you do on an annual basis. So one will not feel judged when you say to them, say, Dennis, you look so good today, and baby. You look like you're off the rocks, man. Come, man, come. You're going to feel judged and you're going to feel attacked. But when it is something that you do on an annual basis, on an annual basis, you're going to do your eye test, your this, your test, your prostate, this, your that, then it won't be so stigmatized. Begin to share your own experiences. While we were off camera, we spoke about that, Yendi. I like to talk about my lived experience so people can see me through their eyes. When they look at me, they can see a reflection of themselves and what they're going through. People don't talk about it because of also how we use the word mad, and that should never ever be in your vocabulary. It should it's offensive, it is rude, it's disrespectful, you know, and even how people see Bellevue Hospital. I've always said that you don't hear people, I mean, the stigma that is attached to Bellevue, you don't hear people say, boy, you look pregnant, you know. You look, your belly so big. I went call Jubilee to come pick you up. But you'll hear people say, boy, I'm going to go to Bellevue, I'll come pick you up. So no other institution is stigmatized except Bellevue. So we need to begin to have conversations.
And Ward 21.
And Ward 21, yes.
If you go up, Bellevue, I call your name.
And the one in Cornwall Regional too. So then there are people who on social media will be saying, a long time I know Camille, you know, I don't like this foolishness what she do. I don't like them skit here what she do. I don't like it, is tasteful. I don't like it. I don't like this campaign that Bellevue is on. They need to stop it. Somebody needs to speak to her. Oh Lord, JCF now gone in it with her. No, this is foolishness. Is that them? The police them have nothing to do. Why are you doing this? And is there any measurable impact or success that you are seeing?
First, I'd like to say to those individuals, thanks for joining the conversation. I value your comments because that is it.
Look what Camille come to.
Yeah, the objective is to get the conversation going. We weren't talking before, and now we are talking. But let me tell you something. One of the reasons I said before, one of my drivers is living with my daughter who is living with a mental health condition. And I see the need for the narrative to change across the island. And whatever I have to do, I started the whole corporate thing. Hi, I'm the CEO of Bellevue Hospital. I get 3 likes and 2 likes. Nobody are forward. But once I go out there and I meet them at a level with the language that they understand and they can relate to, my inbox is flooded. One day, I was telling somebody that I woke up to 1,500 messages from one post. And those are persons who are crying out for help. These are women that have been abused, because that's what the post was about, who are crying out for help and say, listen, I mean, what you have presented on screen, it is so relatable. And how can I get help? How can I begin this process? One of the things, I met with my psychiatrist recently at Bellevue Hospital, and so we're going to measure impact now. And they're saying to me, Ms. Buchanan, let's see how we can tone down some of these activities because our emergency room is full. and we're getting these requests, and we are at a point now where you need to get more psychologists. The calls are coming in, people are coming through our gates, and that was the objective. So that's what I wanted. So I am smiling in my heart, and I'm saying to all of those people, join us and let us do some more for Jamaica. We want mentally healthy people.
You know what's interesting that you mentioned needing more psychologists? I actually only saw recently as last week. Is it true that Bellevue offers a day pass?
Bellevue Hospital is open. One of the things in reducing the stigma when I got there, I created the U Park, which is a therapeutic space where you can just leave wherever you are and come and just sit in a very therapeutic park, the water running, a charming treehouse, birds chirping in the trees, and surrounding system. And up, you look at my darling over there. And of course, you see water spraying up that charming bridge, and you see the ducks swimming in the pond, and meet Myrtle the turtle, and public Wi-Fi, university students come and study on a weekend. All of us need that therapeutic break. All of us need that space that you can come, take off your shoes, connect with the ground. And that is what Bellevue provides for the entire Jamaica. So if you're in your corporate space and you want that break, hop on down to 16.5 Windward Road and just chill, reset, and get back at your desk.
It don't mean going into a space to be committed. It means actually just finding a space where you can speak to a professional, where you can change your environment and recenter.
Absolutely. Okay. Open to the public,
as we increasingly are living in communal spaces. I mean, people used to talk about people living in a tenement yard. Increasingly, these apartment complexes are very gentrified tenement yards, and you don't have no space. Some of them fit, just touch grass, as the young people would say. You're provided. Thank you for work that you're doing, and people might say you're doing it at your own expense, but I think that it is it's a sacrifice and a labor of love that I'm glad that you are seeing the benefits already.
I am getting rewards from my investment. This is not just about me. I have struggled with my daughter for over a decade, and I do not want a mother to endure what I have endured. So I'm putting myself out there, and I'm using my own experience, and I'm coming with authenticity. I'm not talking about somebody else's journey. I'm sharing my own with the hope that we can heal Jamaica one post at a time.
Thank you very much. Our sincere thanks to you, Suzette Camille Buchanan, Chief Executive Officer at the Bellevue Hospital, for joining us this morning. When we return, we're going to be setting the mood for relaxation and self-love as we head to the cliffs of Negril. Stay with us.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous bone combo for just $640. KFC.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVMTV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVMTV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross! Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous bone combo for just $640. KFC.
Do it for your best life. Go check your HIV status. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell yourself do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda husband, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Right. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life. Right.
Minutes going up to 7 o'clock. Remember, at 7 o'clock, TK Dawkins will be joining us for the news, the morning news here on CVM. Well, guess what? Thank you for being a part of the program. So glad to have you back. And if you've been dreaming of escaping to the cliffs for some ocean breeze in your hair and zero pressure to impress anybody but yourself, this one is for you. This Valentine's season, Begonia Cliff Hotel in Negril is flipping the script with an experience themed What's Love Got to Do With It? And celebrating love, relaxation, and meaningful moments. Because whether you're single, booed up, or somewhere in between, it's complicated. Joining us is the founder of Begonia Cliff Hotel. He's back with us. It's been a minute. Earl Hewitt, welcome back
morning
to Sunrise.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's talk about what's love got to do with it.
Yeah.
Why is this the theme that Begonia Cliff Hotel is having for this particular Valentine's season?
Well, the hotel will have themes. We try and celebrate different days. So on this particular Valentine's Day, the wife and I was having a conversation, but the manager says, well, what about the single people? It isn't Valentine's for everybody. You know, isn't Cupid for everybody? So she came up with this idea called What's Love Got to Do With It, named after Tina Turner's popular song. So in this instance, we have like a love walk, love thyself walk. So rather than two people walking down, ladies can walk down and feel special under the lights and go to an area where they can use our photo booths. And if not, you can come along and do wellness. There's massage. You can use the vendors. So there's music, there's DJs, there's karaoke. There's many things you can use to celebrate. And as we know, where single women thread, men will follow.
Also, you're acting as Cupid as well.
You know, many people might be saying, I fell in love at Begonia Cliff Hotel.
Yeah.
You know, you met the girl of your dreams at Begonia Cliff. You never know. But, I mean, tell us a little bit about the hotel. For those who don't know, they're seeing some images up there. It is a glorious property, and you've done wonderful things with it. How were you? Did you fare out with the hurricane?
We had some damage, but we're bigger and better. We're back.
Awesome.
Spend lots of money to put it back to its former glory.
Yes.
With the help of my wife. Second time, I must mention my wife, otherwise I'm in big trouble.
Don't worry. I
Yvonne
totally
McKinley.
understand. Totally understand. That's not your wife. But yeah, tell us a little bit about the hotel. I mean, it's a boutique hotel.
It's a boutique hotel. The name Begonia is a Rindwa ship. So my dad went to England. You know, he did the calling, where people from the Commonwealth, largely Jamaicans who went to England rather, to help build the country after the Second World War and the devastation and lots of loss of life. So we were there, and of course the Windrush turned into a scandal when sort of immigration controls, and it was easier to deport Caribbean people. And of course the whole thing sort of went bad and went south. And I am a product of the Windrush generation, and
Indeed.
so but I'm here now in Jamaica, sort of 3 months on, 3 months off. And the idea is to do my bit. So in the same way that we left and went to England, a lot of us now should be coming back and doing our bits. So the diaspora.
Speaking of doing your bit, you do quite a bit for obviously people who want to experience Jamaica in a particular way. Dennis spoke to, what makes the property unique. Let us speak about some of the offerings that are available, because someone might say, okay, I'm now clued in. I didn't know this place existed. What are some of the offerings, not just for this weekend, but in general, that Begonia Cliff Hotel has?
Well, if anyone hasn't been to Negril, you really must get yourself to Negril. It's an absolute wonder. The sunset is to die for. Must see, must see. And so you come to the hotel, it's a boutique hotel. It's also great for a destination. So we have roughly about sort of 20 rooms. So if you're celebrating your school reunion, a whole bunch of you can turn up and take over the hotel. And we can curate an experience for you, which with the rooms, dancing, music, vendors, wellness. We're big on wellness, so lots of massage. You can get your nails done and and get your feet done. Get a nice body experience and really enjoy what Jamaica has to offer. Too often we hear about the negative side of Jamaica. We don't hear enough about what this wonderful island has to offer.
And Westmoreland has been doing so well in terms of the reduction of crime and violence, and I think that it plays out in the demand for services. Are you seeing a greater interest in this space?
We are pleasantly surprised by the uptake in rooms. We thought that after Melissa it would really devastate, and there was some damage, some downturn, but we are doing very, very well.
And also one of the things I think, just based on what I've seen of the hotel, one of the things I love is if you like Negril and you want to do the Negril experience, Begonia Cliff is a great place to do the Negril experience. In terms of the views, you get all of the views, you get that signature Negril type property, and it's in proximity to everything else. I think that, tell us a little bit about how you design the space to do Negril.
Well, when we got there, it was basically a small guest house, and I went in to spend the night and the masonry was coming down. So we decided to raise the whole thing to the ground and start it again. So we worked with an architect, Maxine Gibson, I mentioned her before.
Yes.
Amazing architect, Jamaican woman. And so she spent various nights there, literally almost like living under a tent, just to get the lay of the land, to see how the sun rises, see the best views and so on and so forth. And with that in mind, she was able to come up with an amazing design that really captures the essence of the grill. And shows the grill in its best light.
The last time you were here, you told that story, and I was very impressed by it, very pleased by it.
And I'll continue to say it because she's such an amazing person and did a wonderful, wonderful job.
We're having a conversation about the offerings that you guys, offering that you guys have rather, but it would be remiss of me not to speak about the offering that we have for our viewers at home.
Yes.
We do have a giveaway, so Sunrisers, this one is for you. Begonia Cliff Hotel didn't just come empty-handed because they're not that type of folk, They love a good handout, but they have to do a little something for this here handout. So here's something special just for you. Head on over to their website at www.begoniacliffhotel.com and use the promo code CVMVAL26. That's as in Val as in short for Valentine's, CVM Val 26 when booking your stay, and enjoy 20% off your rooms and 10% off massages.
All right, and here's a bonus. If you head over to @Begonia Cliff Hotel on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, comment "Saw you on Sunrise," you'll be entered to win a 2-night stay.
Come on now.
I'm going to head over there right now. A 2-night stay at Begonia Cliff Hotel. So you could be enjoying literally the lap of Negril luxury if you just, enter. So go ahead and hop onto their social media. And of course, those of you, because we have a vibrant diaspora following on social media.
Yeah.
So many people tell us that they're watching from abroad. And so if you're thinking about coming, now's the time to head on over and book your stay and use that promo code. All
Great
right?
to have you again, Errol. Always nice
Always
to
a
see
pleasure.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Our guest has been Errol Hewitt, founder of Begonia Cliff Hotel. Errol, isn't there someone you need to shout out and say hello to?
My great wife, Yvonne McKinley
Right.
Hewitt.
See?
Happy Valentine's, my darling. Love
All
you
right.
loads.
Look at that. You
Look
see, I got
at
you,
that.
Errol. Come on, Errol.
Love you loads. Love you
See?
loads.
I got you. Inviting you to love up on yourself this season is Errol because, of course, you deserve it, yeah? TK takes over the morning news right after this break. Stay with us on Sunrise.
March 8, 2026, Emancipation Park at 6:30 a.m. Register now at runningeventsja.com. The time by BK5K Relay Day is
7 o'clock.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous pork combo for just $640. KFC.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVMTV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous pork combo for just $640. KFC.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVMTV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVMTV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Member of Parliament for Northwestern Manchester, Michael Phillips, is condemning the brutal killing of a 4-year-old girl who was fatally shot in Woodstock, Manchester on Sunday afternoon. Police reports indicate that shortly after 4 p.m., little Sanaya O'Brien and her father were seated in a motor vehicle when gunmen approached, alighted and opened fire. When the shooting ended, both were found suffering from gunshot wounds and were rushed to hospital. Sanaya later succumbed to her injuries while her father remains hospitalized. Speaking on CVM's lead story on Monday, MP Phillips said while Manchester is a relatively calm parish, there has been recently an upsurge in violent crimes.
I know that the police have been on top of what is happening in the parish right now. I mean, including in my own constituency, I've been in dialogue with the senior superintendent in charge of the parish. We have a curfew for the last about 5 weeks now in the Comfort Hall, Evergreen, Oxford area. But I know the police has been stretched. They have been stretched. I know I've always asked for more resources for the police in Manchester, not because we are generally quiet, that we need to ignore what may happen. And what we've been seeing is that there are a lot of persons coming from other parishes that have been damaged by Hurricane Melissa and have been relocating to Manchester. Hence, we're seeing more break-ins, we're seeing more violent crimes happening in the parish. It is just for the additional resources so that the police themselves in the parish are able to manage the influx of others coming into the parish because of displacement in their own after Hurricane Melissa.
Over in St. James, 2 murders at the weekend has pushed to 4 the number of people killed in the division in less than a week. The latest incidents include the discovery of an unidentified man's body in Montego Bay and the fatal stabbing of a 30-year-old chef in Anchovy. In the first case, citizens discovered the body of an unidentified male just after 5 Saturday morning, lying in a pool of blood near Juicy Patty's at the Cool Oasis Plaza on Barnett Street. The man appeared to have suffered a wound to the left side of his head. Police were alerted and the man later taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Meanwhile, police are investigating another murder which happened in the Wiltshire district of Anchovy early Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old chef Ricardo Anthony Wright. Police say Wright was involved in an argument with 2 men during which he was stabbed. All 3 men were taken to hospital where Wright was pronounced dead. The 2 suspects are reportedly being treated. Investigations into both incidents are continuing. Following growing concerns about corruption in the ranks of its counter-terrorism and organized crime investigation branch, the Jamaica Constabulary Force has established a new specialized investigation branch. In a release on Sunday, the JCF says the move forms part of its ongoing modernization and transformation agenda and will see several elite investigative units consolidated under a single command structure. The new branch brings together divisions including the Fraud Squad, the National Strategic Anti-Gang Division, the Transnational Crime Investigation Division, and the Jamaica Fugitive Apprehension Team, among others. The Specialized Investigation Branch is expected to play a central role in disrupting organized and transnational criminal networks while improving accountability and prosecutorial readiness. The announcement comes following last week's leadership shakeup at the CTOC after cocaine was found in a storage unit at the elite branch. An inspector assigned to CTOC was also arrested and charged in January after cocaine was found in his possession. In the meantime, former Commissioner of Police Rear Admiral Hartley Lewin says the move to restructure the investigative arms of the force could strengthen coordination.
The move that the Commissioner has made in amalgamating the investigative arms of the force makes every sense. The issue, of course, is that this is coming at a time when questions have been raised because of an incident in one of those arms, what you call the elite arms.
We go to sports. 2-time T20 World Champions West Indies will stage their final training session today, Tuesday, ahead of their vital matchup with England on Wednesday at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai in the ICC T20 World Cup. Both teams will enter Wednesday's encounter with having tasted victory in their opening games. The West Indies with an impressive 35-run triumph over Scotland, while England had a big scare but ended up beating Nepal by 4 runs in a thrilling finish on Sunday. Senior player Jason Holder is looking forward to a keen contest.
I think we tick a lot of boxes in the first game, we keep challenging ourselves, in each department. We all know we can improve in each department as we go on in this tournament, but for me, just be consistent, consistent with our attitude, consistent with our with bowling, and also consistent with batting as well. We've definitely got to touch up in the field. We've been letting ourselves down and dropping a few chances, so that's obviously an area that we can definitely improve on as well too. But all in all, I'm really happy with how we started, and I just think for us, it's just really important to continue to build. Look, I think for us, role clarity and role execution is very important. Everybody knows what's required of them personally, and that's what we need to do in order to bring together a strong collective effort. So I think the challenge for each individual is to execute their role and bring it together collectively for the team. Yeah, well done to Sheppy, man. I was really, really happy for him. He's one of the pure souls in this dressing room, man, and everybody loves him. So to see him get success, everybody was really, really happy for him, and it's good to see him execute well for the team under pressure. We've all had our ups and downs in our career, but to see how he's going now in this form that he's in, long may it continue, and hopefully he continues to get a lot more hat-tricks for this team. Just so happy for him as well too, personally, man. He's my favorite batsman in the Caribbean. I keep telling him that, I keep telling the team that. And he's one of the guys for me that brings a lot of energy to this squad. Forget everything that's happened in the past with him and people unfairly criticizing him, but for me, I'm just really happy to have him back and see that he's really delivering for the team. So for us, he's a very crucial member of the team, and if he continues in the vein that he's in at this present time, I think it'll put this team in really good stead.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
The issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVMTV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVMTV.
What a Guan! Cross!
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody-Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Stronger each day, baby. Please don't hurt me just because you know I forgive. My love grows stronger
each day, baby. Come now, man.
Don't hurt me
Because you know I'll forgive. Oh! The more forgive you, you smell good.
Lord! Welcome back, Sunrisers. Thanks for staying with us. Coming into this segment in a vibe because it's all about the
Vibes
brand.
brand.
Vibe brand.
See what you did there?
So guess what? I don't know about anybody else, but one of my favorite compliments is when somebody says, "You smell nice."
It's one of my all-time compliments. Yeah, for sure.
I
Love
tell you
that.
off air another compliment in relation to fragrance that I also like getting, but I'm not going to admit it on air. So, looking good is one thing, but smelling good,
it's everything.
You know,
everything.
It's just like it's a part of your aura. And what I love is that the way a fragrance will take to you, that's slightly different than how it will take to somebody else. Yeah. But guess what? That's a whole nother level. And our next, our guest, Romain Bailey, sure knows all about that. He's the CEO of Vibrand Collection, and he's here to guide us through the most popular and must-have scents for 2026. Of course, it's coming up to Valentine's Day. Everybody, I look fragrance. So I know him I got busy. So guess what? You need to get on this.
Romain, this segment was designed for Dennis and I. Let us talk about scents. Scents are very interesting because you have scents that are trendy, but because they're trending doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for you.
Or now in the season.
Correct.
In the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give us some guidelines on how do we actually choose a scent that really works for us?
All right, so fragrances are worn based on seasons. As you know, Jamaica is a tropical climate we're living in. So most of us would know that we go for fresh or citrusy fragrances. A lot of us do not know that. So that is one of the things that we have to put out there first. In our tropical climate, we have to go for mostly fresh fragrances. The persons do in Jamaica, you know, most persons just wear fragrances based off those fragrances. You just like a fragrance and you wear fragrance. But always remember, we have different type of fragrance: citrusy, fresh, gourmand, spicy. you know them.
Yeah. But like
So-
even in the cold front recently,
Yes.
no, I know you pop out the winter cologne.
Yes, great.
Or a nice oud, the wood.
Yeah. So you would go for mostly oud and spicy fragrance for those climate. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're seeing an increasing popularity of Arabian fragrances.
Yes.
Where is this coming from? Like, I mean, tell us a story of it, their emergence.
All right, so in 2020, when the COVID was rampant, most persons were going for most cheaper stuff because a person wasn't working, and they were looking for stuff that are more affordable and give you that same luxury vibe that you would get from designer fragrances.
Right.
Now, Arabic fragrances are inspired by designer and also niche fragrances, and that's where these fragrances come into popularity because of the luxury scent that you're getting from it. They're very great and their price is more affordable. So that's what you get from wearing an Arabic fragrance.
So, like, give me an example of prices
All right,
more affordable.
so these fragrances are between 6,000 Jamaican dollars to 15,000 at the moment from what I'm looking at. So, and they're inspired, like this one right here, it is inspired by Louis Vuitton, Imagination. This is called Joe Milano Game of Spade. Yes, that is inspired by Joe Milano, by Louis Vuitton Imagination. Great fragrance. It's a freshie. A fragrance that you will definitely enjoy. One of my favorite though on the table is this fragrance right here. And the reason why I took it as my favorite, because I'm the one in Jamaica that talked mostly about this fragrance and told person that this fragrance would go viral in Jamaica, and it is now viral. It is actually the number 3 in all fragrances for 2025.
Is this the same scent?
Yes, this is a single, this is a set. So this is one of the fragrances that I would definitely recommend for me.
I love that immediately.
Yes.
I smell it immediately. Wait a minute, Romaine, wait a minute. Let me get a... Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, I do enjoy.
You know what this smell like, Romaine? This smell like a gentleman that have him life in order.
Right.
Your deck clear.
Yes.
Your house clean.
Yes, man.
You exercise 3 to 4 times a week.
Yes.
You bathe real good.
Right.
Yes, man. This is nice.
Yes. And you know what happened? This fragrance is inspired by Creed Aventus Absolute.
I actually get that. Yes, I definitely smell the Aventus.
Yes, so that's what you get from that fragrance.
But in terms of the quality, in terms of, when you put it on, I mean, how long does it last? Is it an EDT or an...
majority of my fragrances are EDP.
I'm sorry, it's what?
EDP.
What that mean?
Extrait de perfume.
Oh, come I don't know why you're talking over my head.
So when you look at the, like when you have toilette, eau de toilette.
So these are higher concentration.
Perfume,
yes.
And then parfum.
Thank you for bringing us into the conversation.
Right, okay.
Great.
You were saying.
So these fragrances have higher concentrated fragrances, and they do last long. They're oil-based fragrances. So when you put on these fragrances, I can guarantee you for sure you will get between 16 to 18 to 24 hours. And you have fragrances here that will give you more than that time also.
And you actually don't need too much of it.
No,
a little goes a far way.
Is
so
good enough.
I noticed that you've laid out the table where the male scents are here, the female scents are here. Talk to me about, obviously you just highlighted this for the gentlemen. What for the women is like it's a go-to right now? Like this is the one, like this is the scent that the gentlemen need to get for their lady for Valentine's Day.
Let me tell you something. This fragrance right here, Zemaya Rose of Dream, it is inspired by Louis Vuitton Rose des Vents. I'm telling you, this is one of the best rose fragrance I've ever smelled. And that's what I mean, this fragrance do last long. And I can tell you, putting on this fragrance, leaving your home, persons will think that you're still home. This fragrance do last long. I'm telling you, it's a guaranteed.
I feel like you know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Romaine,
man.
a 2 for 2 that now, you know?
Yes, man. Really great rose fragrance.
If you go home and Suzanne have this on.
Oh my God. And you know the funny thing about this fragrance? When I was choosing this fragrance, I did not choose it because of the notes. I chose it based on the bottle. So I got one of it and I said, I need to test this fragrance. And after testing it, I was saying to myself, wow, this fragrance is top tier.
It's very nice.
I do enjoy it.
And it's very subtle.
Yes.
You know, all right, one of my favorite... it is probably, not one of, it is my favorite.
Yes.
Armaf, Club de Nuit. I have about 5 different versions, but I've never seen this one.
Yes.
Tell me about this one, because...
All right. This is a luxury woman.
Is it worth adding to my collection?
This is a female fragrance.
Oh, this is a female?
Yes.
Well, then I guess it's worth adding to mine.
Yes, it's a female fragrance.
Okay.
And I think after the show, I think Yendi will enjoy this fragrance. Yannick?
Yendi. No, but you're right.
Yes, you'll enjoy this fragrance. So I think,
me I look for you come and say, whoa, wait a minute, because now I trust your judgment.
Yes.
So you recommend this one?
Yes.
I recommend highly.
Yes.
Really?
Armaf Club de Nuit, amazing. And there are different versions of Club de Nuit.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's amazing. You see this one? It says parfum.
Yes.
So this is the highest
higher concentration.
quality.
Right.
This lasts long.
Yes, so long. And that was my birthday fragrance. So, I enjoy that fragrance so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what I should get for my husband for Valentine's Day, what you telling me?
Yeah, he will, and I'm telling you, he's going to love it.
Oh,
You,
really?
he will love it. Yes.
Thanks, Romaine, for that recommendation.
Yes, man, he will love it. He will love it.
Walk me through some of. I actually recognize a few of the fragrances here. I own a few of the fragrances here. Talk me through some of what you also brought for us.
All right, so this fragrance right here is an everyday wear. I know you guys are smelling my scent right now. This is the fragrance I'm wearing. This is Arm of Eater Arabian Sky. Now, this fragrance has got popular over the past 6 months. I'm telling you, where Mr. Smellgood, a fragrance influencer in Jamaica, had given us this information. And I'm telling you, this fragrance is top tier. I'm telling you, really good, freshy. A fragrance that you will definitely enjoy. Very subtle, very nice
breakfast party. A nice morning fragrance.
Right.
You're going out for day.
Yes.
Very nice.
Right.
It actually reads very nicely on you as well, because it smells slightly different on you. It's nice.
And as I said, I do like to judge the fragrance by the bottle.
Same. Wow. I ain't even gonna lie. I judge the book by its cover.
Definitely.
It makes a big difference. This I was sharing with the gentleman before we went on air. This is one of my favorite scents.
Yes.
I have gone through about 3 bottles of this scent.
Very good.
Who do you recommend this for?
Females. Females
who are
all the time.
Fabulous.
Yes, fabulous females. Yes. A lady well dressed, well put together, going into your office, your heels clapping. Yes, these are the type of fragrance you
Look at you describing. Actually, on that note, let me just give you a little
heels
clapping, walking into the office.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
Here, let me give you
yes, man.
Here, take a whiff.
Smell it.
Very, very nice fragrance.
Nicey? You just had a scent of me. Look at that.
Very good fragrance.
It's beautiful.
And as you guys supposed to know, these are one of the fragrances that allow Arabic fragrance to go viral also.
Yes,
because
definitely.
most persons know about Al Harmain and also the Club de Nuit.
What's funny is I purchased Al Harmain before it became. So when it got viral, I was like, man.
But definitely, people are increasingly into fragrances more so than before, and they're not doing just the same old, which is good, which means that there's a fragrance for everyone. If somebody's trying to get into fragrances, trying to start off a little collection, what's your recommendation? What is them? You have a little budget, start with these 3.
All right, so it's based off personality. So as you could see, Yendi is also, she's very intrigued about this fragrance right here, the Al Harmain. So if I'm going to choose fragrance, what I will do, I will put out a certain amount of fragrance, spicy, gourmand, fresh, and based off your reaction, that's how I will start choosing fragrance for you. Because you will react to the fragrance that you love the most, or the scent that your scent profile that you really like.
How do people find you? Because now they want to come and get their scent collection.
I have a perfume. I put you onto my my perfume, my cologne link.
All right, so guys, for me, I started to go live on TikTok. A couple weeks from now will be 1 year. So you guys can find us at Vibrant Collection on Instagram. Stand Firm Fragrance, that's my influencer's name, Stand Firm Fragrance on TikTok. And my phone number is also there. We also give out cards for persons who order fragrance from us. We send out a card so you guys can share the information. When persons ask you where you get your fragrance, you just pop out your card and let them scan the barcode, and it will send them direct to our page.
Nice.
So that graphic on the screen just now, if people scan it, it will send it to the page. So we're going to ask you to put it. There we go. It's on the screen for you. Screenshot that and do what you need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Our guest has been Romaine Bailey, the CEO of Vibrant Collection, helping us leave a lasting impression. Up next, fashion meets music as Rhythm Runway makes its big return. Please don't go too far. Sunrise will be right back.
Don't hurt me just because you know I forgive. My love grows stronger each day, baby. Please Don't hurt me, just be.
Your heart contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
Yo, babes, why me I call you so much time and I not get you? Sorry me lick you again yesterday. Yo, me know me mess up, but you can't wear them something there road and expect me to react. I know me jealous and fool and easy to lose my temper, but call me back here. Still not get tired. Hey, girl, think me have to call your phone? You know who you are dealing with? You think I want to lick me again next time? Eh?
It doesn't have to be this way. You can leave an abusive relationship. Just call 876-553-0372. We will help you.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous pork combo for just $640. KFC.
Do it for your best life. Go check your HIV status. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me I tell yourself it, do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan. Do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous pork combo for just $640. KFC.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
Rhythm runway. Rhythm runway. Rhythm runway. Rhythm runway.
Rhythm runway. Stony.
Rhythm runway.
Rhythm. What? Runway. Rhythm.
Officially out of the category. All right, welcome back to Sunrise. So if fashion had a soundtrack, this would be it. Rhythm Runway is back, and it's all about taking the rhythms we grew up with and turning them into style, movement, and live performance. So happening February 22 at Skyline Levels, the night will be bringing together music, fashion, and storytelling in a way only we can. Joining us are event curator and co-producer Kadia McDonald and creative director and stylist Troy Orain of Tribe 9 Studios to talk about the vision and to have a little fun with some iconic rhythms along the way. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys?
It's really great to see you both. Yeah. Rhythm Runway. Whose concept is this?
Kadia for sure.
From your ear, you know.
Kadia, talk to me. Tell me more. Rhythm Runway, why?
Okay. I went to high school in New York, so of course I was really inspired by
fashion, and I always wanted to bring it to life in some way in Jamaica. Then I'm also really inspired by music and just rhythm culture. And to me, it kind of felt like, or feels like rhythm culture is kind of dying and everyone is going there, you know, creating their individual music, which is good too. But everything was built off of the foundation of rhythms. That's how artists used to bust. Producers used to be the big guys, and artists would go and, you know, juggle on these rhythms. And that's kind of how dancehall culture started. So I just wanted to pay homage to that and remember our greats, and just kind of bring back some of that same culture with the artists and in the creative space.
But then how do you fuse the rhythm culture, the history of rhythms with runway fashion?
Yes, so the fusion. Troy took a risk on me last year, which was our first staging, and I'm so glad he did. I love his stuff. I literally would shop Tribe 9 before, you know, we were ever working together. And I ran this crazy concept by him, and he was totally down. I was like, okay, let's do it. And we did it, and it worked out really well. So we're like, let's run it back and make this a Reggae Month event.
Last year we were excited about it. It was very new, very avant-garde.
Yeah.
And you know, the fact that you were a part of it is a part of what made it so everybody was, you know, it piqued their interest.
Right.
What are your perceptions of how it went last year?
I mean, I loved it. Kadia did a great job. Both of us did a great job. I believed. I feel like the concept kind of just jumped out at me because I grew up in London and I was a dancer before I started fashion. So like movement, music has always been a part of my culture. And moving back to Jamaica, I really wanted to kind of just make sure that we're champion the culture always. And that's what Kadia is always about. And then Tribe 9 in the mix, you know, kind of keep it fresh and funky and edgy, and everything that we bring to Rhythm Runway kind of feels like new as well. So like, it was like a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer.
For those who aren't familiar with Tribe 9 and they're like, wait a minute, there's a fashion house in Jamaica called Tribe 9. Tell us what the aesthetic is like.
Yeah.
Tell us also where we can shop the pieces. You know, somebody's asking.
I have a feeling you're somebody.
Me?
Somebody is you.
Dennis is right here.
I mean, as I said, Tribe 9 is like my baby. It's a brand that kind of marries streetwear and kind of just edgy vibes and Jamaican culture. So kind of marrying those, it's a unisex brand. It kind of represents just all the things that Jamaica's going to. So it's like the past, present, and future in celebration. And it's just like a different offering to Jamaica. I wanted to be a part of that forefront of like really pushing that kind of new generation of what Jamaican fashion looks like, you know, taking all the inspiration from the culture as well as, you know, from the people and myself growing up in London and growing up in New York. Like I really wanted to kind of fuse all of that together and kind of come up with a brand, and that's the aesthetic of Tribe 9.
One thing I love about the aesthetic and hearing what you just said, it brings it home to me because the pieces look like, I feel like I've seen it before, but I feel like I've never seen it before at the same time.
Yeah, awesome.
And it's so awesome because it kind of harkens to the past, but it looks very edgy and fresh.
Yeah.
But then the pieces will sometimes, when you look at the runway, it looks like art, but it's, do I wear it?
Yeah.
Do I wear it, or do I just look at it and like it?
I definitely call it wearable art. Yeah. Because it's, I mean, I grew up in an art kind of background, and everything around us is art, pretty much. So that expression is very important to me. So like, taking those things, like we have the mesh marina totes there, just kind of using that.
I never even...
I actually had a jaw drop moment.
I didn't realize that they placed it there.
Yeah. So it's a mesh marina totes, and it's kind of celebrating Tribe 9 as well as Jamaica.
Not the $9.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, those will be.
Zooming on it.
Those will definitely be available, and our studio is downtown Kingston, in the Swiss store upstairs, and all of these and
so
more
people can
available.
Shop these pieces?
Yeah. People can come in and shop. We have
Very
customs as well as these will be available at Rhythm Runway as well for purchase.
Give us the details for the event.
Yes, so it's February 22nd at Skyline Levels. It is an early event on the Sunday. So gates open at 2:30, and once the show starts, it is completely timed. So there will be no stops. It starts at 3:30. Ends at around 7:30, and then we're gonna make a grand exodus to Dub Club up the road. as our after party.
All right, and I gather there's a QR code that persons can scan.
Yes,
to get their
and
ticket.
also tickets.
There it is. Just do a screenshot, take a picture, please.
quickly, people.
Yeah, man.
Get your ticket. It's ticket only. It's online ticket only.
And
so.
if you miss it,
Yeah.
you can go to Rhythm Runway, rhythm.runway online, and the link is in our bio.
I'm going to ask a question that I think people want to ask, but I don't know if we can ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. And if you can't give us the answer, that's fine. Don't give us the answer, but I'm still going to ask anyway. Can you tell us who's performing? I thought that.
That's the whole point. Come and be completely surprised.
And I mean, last year, who did we have? I mean,
Last year, we had dancers, we had a violinist, we had performers of all sorts, and of course, we have the iconic freestyle segment because that's rhythm culture.
Yeah.
So you never know. I'm friends with a lot of artists. So
Ruckus on the score as well.
Yes,
I tried, guys. I tried. But of course, you know, just what you need to do is scan the QR code, get your tickets, and go check it out. Speaking of the rhythm,
Yeah, speaking of the rhythm.
I heard that. Are you going to put us to the test or something?
I am. Come with a little quiz. You think you can come out so easy, so.
I'm not a...
I know you know music, you know. So you have to go hold it down.
They're ready.
All right, so how does the game go? What's happening?
Okay, we're going to play a rhythm, and you're going to either guess what rhythm it is, but that might be a little too hard. But you can guess some songs on the rhythm, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it.
And we have to keep it tidy. It's
Yes.
morning TV. Well.
All right.
Well.
All right, first rhythm.
Oh, I have it. Taking a ride, a joyride. Doing what? Feels around me. Taking a ride. Hey. Driving in a road in a groove full of honey.
Yes, that was the Joyride rhythm. Yes, that is produced by Dave Kelly, I think in like 1996. So you're into your like early 2000s prime, coming into the digital age of dance.
Do you remember? Where was it? I tell you, it was under the sycamore tree. A boy want me.
This is what it's all about.
I tell you, it was under the sycamore tree. All right.
So you have very big tune on that. Latest
Very
song,
big
Wayne
tune.
One.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, so I
Goes
just
on.
start high school and you know.
I was studying for CXC.
Can you? You have no comment.
Taking it back.
Say nothing.
I remember not been born yet.
Say nothing. I remember being in extra class. Next rhythm.
Next rhythm.
Oh, this is more recent.
All right, Tita, no. There we go, so no.
Soldiers, you know.
Yeah. Just soldiers are move. Left, right. Now it's a left. Here comes trouble. Here comes the danger.
Now I'm coming to
Come there and stand you. Cause I chant the truth. Issue with a warning. Here comes.
What's another one? See if you know another one.
Sorry, let me do it, Mariah.
You know
Take off my
another
earpiece.
Another song on this rhythm?
Oh, what's else on this?
I'll give you a hint. Jesse Royal. Say them a
bite, hypocritical, two-sideless. They call them a dirty Judas, spreaders of rumors.
Very big tune for that. That is the Rootsman rhythm.
Rootsman.
Jesse Royal, Chronix, John 9, Iba Mar, the list goes on. That was in 2013, produced by Winter James.
That was 2013?
Yes.
That's over 10 years, you know?
That was in the reggae revival era.
And go so. Yo, what is time? I give them that piece. My word.
Yeah, man, that was in the reggae revival.
Yes, that
time.
That
And you know,
we have one
huge
more.
time for
Yeah,
reggae.
man, absolutely.
So we have to play homage. Yeah, we have one more.
Reading. I like that game here. We have more?
We have one more. We have time.
Hey,
Diwali.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
You know
Hey.
Hard in the yard today, and if you don't work, then you won't get paid. Many obstacles come along the way. Overcome, youth overcome. Oh no.
Get busy, just make that.
Try yours no. What you up on the rhythm now?
We are the prophets, so what's the maldito? Come again.
The one you feel alone, the one who's really nice. The one you feel alone, the one who's really nice. Who's that?
Wait, this have now, this have, what's the name again?
Can't buy your shoe. No, but them up on the button, do what them do.
Can you read the party? Let's the party, girl, can't step in your shoe. Girl and girl.
No, man. What do
Rock them one by one.
Girl and girl.
Rock them two by two. Rock them
three by three.
Spin your roll, girl, big up on the chest. Cause it always hear the latest. Say, latest Tribe 9. Come on, man.
But look here, one thing for certain, she proved herself last year. She can put on an event.
Who, me? Thanks. Just kidding. Kadia I'm going to be there.
This year we're also introducing two new designers as well, because Tribe 9 is not the only designer in Jamaica. Obviously, we have to make sure we pay homage to the music as well as the fashion as well. So we have TNT that's going to be presented as well.
Oh, they were here recently.
Yeah. And then we have Aviola, it's a jewelry brand as well. So we're kind of diversifying it a little bit.
Are people able to shop the items
the pieces,
at the event?
You'll be able to get all the pieces there as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. So walk with your cash.
Rock them one by one.
Yeah.
Rock them two by two. Rotten segment. Big thanks to Kadia McDonald, event curator and co-producer of Rhythm Runway, and Troy Orain, creative director and stylist at Tribe 9 Studios. Rhythm Runway goes down February 22 at Skyline Levels. Culture, fashion, and music all in one space. Be sure to head on out. We'll be right back.
Very, very cool. Oh,
yeah. Thank you.
Is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Chicken, mega deal, super chicken, mega deal.
The KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous bowl combo for just $640. KFC.
You know, some days are harder than others, but we have to do our part. You like porridge? We're in this together.
Morning, nurse. Thank you for what you do every day.
Come in, nurse. Our bona fear.
In this together.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to What a Guan. Now, What a Guan is CVM TV's new Vox Pop program, Vibes Yes Vox Pop program. Hey Jamaica, you're watching What a Guan.
What a Guan. Coming to you from Montego Bay. Hello, my people.
What a Guan is back. The People's Program is back in full force on CVM TV.
What a Guan! What a Guan! Cross!
All right, Sunrise crew, it's game time, and it's time for Sunrise Freshers, Jamaica's only early morning game show brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. And today we have some sharp pelicans from the George Elaine Hall at UWI Mona, ready to prove how much they know, of course. And I'm your host, Jason Brown. So let's meet our players. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
The shy, morning, man, morning. So let's do the intros. Let's start on my left. Your name and your position at the hall, yeah.
Hi, good day. I am Andrew Dabadine. I am the Health and Wellness Representative for the George Elaine Hall.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kalia Cohen and I am one of the Block G representatives.
On my right?
Hi, good morning. My name is Serena Norman and I'm the Hall Treasurer.
Good morning. My name is Tevin Rose, better known as Senior Panther Coffin, and I am the Block I representative.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Zeris Williams, and I'm the Hall Chairwoman of the George Elaine Hall for this academic year.
All right, so Zeris, what's happening at George Elaine Hall this week? What's happening?
Okay, so this is our Hall Week. We'll be celebrating George and Sir George. He is a very important figure in the UWI space and in the wider Caribbean region. And it has been very important for us because we're the youngest hall in UWI to finally get our name and be able to commemorate that. We're celebrating 8 years this Friday. And Sir George, he's really notable in the space and we're just happy to be celebrating him.
All right, lovely. Celebrate you, Sir George. All right, so test your buzzers, please. Buzzers, are we ready? Okay. All right, let's start with a hard one. Yes, Jamaican history, ready? Mm-hmm. So who was the first Black Governor General of...
Flores El Gaspos.
Your answer is?
Sir Flores El Gaspos.
That is correct. Are you a bright man? Sir Coffin, which Jamaican national hero is often associated with love of freedom and justice?
Marcus Garvey.
That is incorrect. Paul Bogle. In what year was universal adult suffrage introduced in Jamaica?
1944.
That is correct. Which Jamaican woman is remembered for fierce leadership and loyalty to her?
Nanny of the Maroons.
Big up Nanny, that's her, yes. Which parish is known as the breadbasket of Jah?
St. Elizabeth.
That is correct. Which parish is home to a popular couples attraction, Don?
St. Anne.
That is correct. What is the highest peak in Jamaica?
Blue Mountain Peak.
What sea lies south of the Caribbean?
The Caribbean Sea.
What colors are found on the Jamaican flag?
Black, green, and gold.
That is correct. Which annual celebration highlights Jamaican culture in late July and early August?
Independence and Emancipation Day.
That is correct. What traditional art form uses drumming, dance, and...
Kumina.
Valentine's Day is named after which saint?
Saint Valentine.
You know, so you're not believing in yourself, Andrew. Andrew, over here, Andrew, you're not pressed. Andrew, believing in yourself, man. Come on. Which month is recognized as Heart Month in Jamaica?
February.
That is Andrew. Andrew, health and Andrew. Name one lifestyle habit that helps support heart health.
Healthy eating.
That is correct.
Exercise, proper diet.
Which organ is commonly associated with love and Valentine's?
The heart.
The George Elaine Hall is located on which university campus?
UWI Mona.
That is correct. What is the mascot commonly associated with the
Pelican.
George Elaine Hall?
A panther.
And the last one for this morning, true or false? George Elaine Hall is named after a distinguished Caribbean academic.
True.
Of course.
True. That is correct. And there you have it this morning. Clap yourself. Good job, guys. Good job. Remember, please support. What's your Instagram handle? Tell the people.
At the George Elaine Hall on Instagram and TikTok.
All right, and there you have it. That's all the time we have for Sunrise Precious this morning. Thank you to the players who played online, and we'll be throwing it back to Yendi and Dennis after the scores. The scores are 11-5. Sir Coffin, you call me clutch this morning. Good job. So we're going to throw things over to Yendi and Dennis to wrap things up. Good job, guys. Good job.
Jason, I saw you give one of the answers. In Freshers? Yeah, I see you.
I saw you give one of the answers.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You didn't see that coming. Which answer did you give?
I mouthed
1944.
Yeah, but I was
saw
like,
that.
it wasn't to anybody in particular. I just, said it to the heavens.
But look, you say you throw a stone in a hog pen, watch him. He said, to me. Never even called on him,
I just said it into the ether.
You know what's actually really wild? You know the reason I remember the year of universal adult suffrage?
Why is that?
Because it was the year my mom was born. And I always, once I draw parallel with a number, I never forget the number.
Forget it. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Nah, interesting.
1944.
1944.
Well,
that's what Izzy would call the olden days.
That's actually literally. No, she calls 1985 the olden days. That's what she calls in the Bible, ancient days.
I remember the olden days.
Jokes. Oh my gosh. I'm about to step into another generation another era of a child referring to me as being from the olden days.
The olden days.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
What are you going to choose today?
I am choosing violent. No, I'm joking. I am choosing to do a lot of reading because I have a busy week ahead of me. Going out of town tomorrow. A lot of work behind the scenes. So I'm really getting into a mindset of work. What are you choosing?
Yeah. I am choosing to be able to be within an environment and not be affected by the environment. That's the choice I'm making.
You are the light of the world, a city set on a hill. Cannot be hid. So shine. Shine in the darkness.
Listen, were we not on TV, I would literally burst into dance. Because it feels like it requires like a spotlight and a moment. But I keep it tidy. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Of course, you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning on Sunrise. Of course, if you missed any of your favorite segments, we got you covered over on our YouTube channel and also on our Instagram at CVM_television. We need to pick up somebody. We're going to big up
Karen Design Diva Booker for our gorgeous set. Also, Dunn's home, not just Dunn's Electrical. I'm used to saying Dunn's Electrical, but they are indeed Dunn's home. Thank you for transforming our space, and we hope that you transformed your morning. Have a great one. Take care.
Have a wonderful day.